84. That Brian Mayfield-Smith has reported that Rubertano perhaps didn't handle the track condition the best, and the same also from Nash Rawiller. So that's the news on Rubertano, which disappointed in the McEwen Trophy, won impressively by Mystegic. And Mystegic in 4 weeks' time will be running in the Group 1 Manikato. Alf Matthews, will be dubbing you the Professor, I think, for your thoughts on the McEwen Trophy. Your summary after you've spoken to both Brian and to Nash?
Yes, Brendan. Look, it's just one of those things. I think if people remember what Brian Mayfield-Smith has actually said to us in the past, that he is a little bit of a duffer on wet ground. Well, I think what you've got to understand is that Moonee Valley is totally different surfaced as opposed to Caulfield, where it can get a little bit wet at Caulfield and they can grip, whereas you've got the Strathair here at Moonee Valley. It's totally different scenario, and the speed is very, very strong. Now, horses can show their customary speed. They travel nicely, but it's when you go to put them under pressure, they slip. And if you notice on the corner, when he gets a runner inside and outside of him, he just gets a little bit of a bump. Well, that really has something to do with it. They lose their confidence and they just give up. Doesn't matter what the jockey does, you can do nothing about it. They just totally give up and you forget about the run totally. He'll come back, he'll be a better horse on a firmer track, no question about that. But don't underestimate Mystegic, an outstanding individual.
Well, Alf, you know what they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And yeah, you've got us to the heart of the action on that issue. So we await news tomorrow morning on Racing Retro to see if Rubertano's pulled up A-OK. Hello Pamela is just the tote favourite in a wide-open 7th betting race on the card in Sydney, ahead of Halls of Assembly. From there, Gamesman and then Midnight Avenue. Correct weight at Victoria Park, 2, 4, 7 and 8 at Victoria Park. Correct weight is there. Moving in Rosehill, this is race number 7.
Significant support to say this horse will race well today. Gillespie, number 4. And in similar interests to number 1, Danyon. So they're moving in nicely. Previous race was the main one of the day, and Century Kid scored a comprehensive victory. Number 2, Justin Sheehan, beat 9 Ancient Song, won 3rd Shogun Lodge, and 3 ran 4th. Other winners today: Caribou, Magic Duck, Highest, Yorkshire Lass, and Clang-a-Lang. And in relation to the Grey Stars, won by Caribou, close to the finish line, Adina had to steady from the heels of Caribou, but more importantly, an inquiry into the reason for Sacre Clause being checked and Adina being crowded near the 1100 was adjourned to later in the day. Corey Brown will be attending that inquiry. Now moving in is Newington Style. So on the tote in New South Wales, number 13, Hello Pamela, $5.50. 2.10 the place, best backed against her number 4, Gillespie, tote in New South Wales, $11 and $3.50. And all is in readiness for a start. The event is over the 1900 metres. Verino's rider in club's colours, drawn in gate 2. They're off. And a little slowly away was Gillespie, sluggish in the early stages. What a go for the lead. Conzeal just has it. Master Pommer's moving up with Halls of Assembly, and not far away Gamesman, Danyon, Verino, Midnight Avenue, and Newington Style, followed by Feed the Meter and No Limit, Hello Pamela, Bondi Iceberg, Blazing Arch, and 3 lengths Gillespie. Conzeal swings into the back of the course, leading 2.5 Master Pom. A length and a half away in 3rd position Gamesman, followed by Midnight Avenue. On the fence, Halls of Assembly, and then Newington Style, No Limit and No Man's Land, followed by Feed the Meter, a length and a half Verino, followed by Danyon, Hello Pamela, and a good margin of some 2.5 to Blazing Arch, Bondi Iceberg the inside, and Gillespie is last, back about 15 lengths from Master Pom, who runs to the lead. And as they race on past the 1,000 marker now, it's Master Pom, a length and a half clear. Second is No Limit, getting in a little closer after a wide run in the early stages. Conzeal, the early leader, 3rd, then Newington Style deep, a length the Gamesman, Feed the Meter, Halls of Assembly, Midnight Avenue by the 800, and then Hello Pamela. Further away in the field is Verino, Danyon the rails, and 2.5 then to Blazing Arch, Bondi Iceberg, and Gillespie is still absolute with 550 to run. Not a lot of change in the order, and the leader is Master Pom, a length and a half, No Limit, Conzeal, Newington Style, Gamesman, and then comes Halls of Assembly wedged away, and the widest runner is Hello Hello Pamela putting in her claim, straightening up now. And the leader, Master Pom. Hello Pamela's rushed up very quickly, and Pamela's raced to the lead at the 2:20, and Hello Pamela shot right away. It's about 3 Newington style. Feed the meter from a mile back. Gillespie running home late, but Hello Pamela, the heavily supported favourite, is holding her rivals. Feed the meter second, but Hello Pamela wins it well from Feed the Meter. No Limit got third, and a good go for fourth. Newington style prominent, and wider out Gillespie, not a bad run, with Bondi Iceberg next, and then Blazing Arch, Master Pom, Midnight Avenue, Halls of Assembly, Conzeal dropped right out. So did Danyon and Verino, and Gamesman back at the tail of the field.
13, 6 and 5 across the line. Bernadette Cooper collecting the cash, with Hello Pamela, the fancied runner, collecting victory for trainer Paul Sutherland. Second win at its past 3 starts, and most recent start was that 6th when tightened for in behind Talista Bell. But Bernadette Cooper and Paul Sutherland combine, a winning combination so often in the past 12 months. 4th to be confirmed, but she's booted clear, and Hello Pamela races away. And that one by Just Awesome out of a mare called Bionic Flash. 5th career win in 19 career starts. Now 4th has been confirmed as number 14. If you've backed a first 4, $57,951.30. That's a first 4 jackpot New South Wales of upwards of $15,400. About 2 lengths the way.
It's the best tried on track. It'll run favourite. Been back for plenty, Court of Jewels. It's the front runner in the race, and the leaders have been well advantaged today. But all races on the flat so far have been sprint races. This is the first one longer than 1,200 metres. Thong Classic will be the second favourite on tracks, been well tried as well. Good money for Bush Padre. Satashi has been a drifter on track, so has Stardock, so has By Daily. Now there's Zero Drama going up into line now. So we need 4 to move up and we'll have them right to go. First race longer than 1,200 on the flat card. There's By Daily going in. Satashi is set. Here's Brodance about to come in, having his 3rd run for the Roger James stable. Scott Seamer on board. Goes all right at this track. He could be a horse to improve here today. Showing 10.20. So Our Blur will be the last to move up. Quaddy numbers are 2, 1 and 1. Last leg coming up. It's been a wonderful day of racing. Mystigic taking out the previous. He'll be going around in the Manicato Stakes at his next start. Racing now, Our Blur the outside began okay. Court of Jewels and Thong Classic both jump well. Zero Drama got away fast, and Stardock, El Caballo are pressing the lead from outside barriers as they settle down and run to that first turn. Court of Jewels had it to Zero Drama, Stardock and El Caballo, so the natural front runners are all up there and making it fast run early. They make a line of 4 into the back. 3 lengths away just off them, Bush Padre, Spring Warrior. 2 lengths to Thong Classic, followed by Brodance, 2 by Daily, and they're followed by .com. A length and a half Leather Lane, and then Our Blur, Ottoman and Satashi as last of all. El Caballo kept the fast run going at the 800, drew out by a length and a half. Zero Drama second, Stardock 3rd, and Court of Jewels eased back for 4th. A length and a half away, Bush Padre coming away from the rails, pushing Spring Warrior 3 wide up the side. 3 lengths away to Brodance, and then Thong Classic the inside, and By Daily starts a run. 2 lengths to .com, Leather Lane, Our Blur, Satashi, and Ottoman had dropped out last. El Caballo came by the school by a length and a half to Spring Warrior going to second. Stardock under pressure. They're followed by Zero Drama losing a little ground, and then Brodance, By Daily, Bush Padre, and the rest are headed by Court of Jewels, and then Thong Classic who's under the whip. Around the turn they race, and El Caballo the leader from Stardock. Spring Warrior, By Daily's running on well as they cornered now, and they were clear then to .com and Thong Classic, but By Daily shot to the lead over El Caballo. Bush Padre's running on well from .com, but By Daily's racing clear. She's 3 lengths in front now from Bush Padre and .com, and it's By Daily winning it easily. By Daily beat Bush Padre, .com 3rd, then Stardock, El Caballo, Court of Jewels, followed by Satashi and Thong Classic. Long break to Zero Drama, Brodance, Leather Lane, Spring Warrior, Our Blur and Ottoman. That's bolted in. Number 12, By Daily, written by Sally Wynn, trained by Rob McGuinness. Looks like Rob's got his hands on a pretty handy galloper here. Good on you. Number 12, the winner, By Daily, Sally Wynn. That's killed him. Second placing to number 1, Bush Padre, Reese Wheeler. And 3rd, number 4, .com, Greg Childs. Lovely tip from Alfred too. 10.60 and 3.60 on Super Tab. Bush Padre running 2nd and .com 3rd. Numbers 12, 1 and 4. And they've run 133.9. 133.9. The on pace has had little chance of keeping the pace going. Fourth in the event went to number 11, Stardock. He's done best of them, so his effort pretty good. And fifth home was number 3, El Caballo. In 133.9 by Daly, scoring well for Sally Wynn. Good effort first up from a spell when second behind El Nino. Second up here, only a lightly raced 4-year-old, this fellow. He's only had the 11 outings, 4 wins now, 4 placings, very consistent horse. Now the quaddie, 2-1, 1 and 12 paid $237.60. Daily double on 1 and 12 has paid $36.50. Checking the win place, we've got $10.60 and $3.64 by Daly, $3.30 for Bush Padre and $4.com. Quinella paying $48.70, the exacta $98.60, the running double $25.70, and the trifecta not yet to hand. We've got the daily double, as I say, $36.50, and the quaddie $237.60. 2.5 lengths was the winning margin, 1 1/4 between second and third. And the time was 1:33.9. 1 to go, the Celtic Club. We take out number...
Till low, race number 8, where Gordo firms in. Here's Ian.
Only one to come forward for the last, that is Skidor. So Reinhardt favourite, very, very strong support for Gordo to beat Reinhardt. Previous going to Hello Pamela. Century Kid won the main race of the day. Justin Shewn rode Century Kid. He's ridden a double. Highest his earlier winner, as the line looks right. 1,300 distance of the final event. And they're off this time. They jumped in a nice even line, getting back early Skidor. And Deranged, there she goes, and Samuka, the 3 smartest dud. Reinhardt fourth, trying to get over. Huge Jet and Jade Prince improve with Pourquoi and Brantwood Manor. A length the Bedouin, followed closely by Gordo. And then on the outside next, as they settle fully into stride, Georgie Boy. A length and a half further away is the man, and Skidor in company with Fladati are the last pair. Down the side they run, and the leader is There She Goes. About a length and a half clear. Samuka second, Reinhardt 33 deep, and out off the track is Brantwood Manor, a length the range, 1 1/2 Huge Jet. Bedouin next over on the inside of Jade Prince from Pourquoi, then Gordo, followed by the man Georgie Boy, and the last pair are Skidor and Flahati. They're rounding the bend in the last, and Michael Travers has There She Goes, a length on Samuka, 2 1/2 to Reinhardt, desperately ridden there, and passed by Deranged on the inside, a length the Bedouin, wider out as Brantwood Manor. Skidor and Gordo is the deepest. A few chances at the 200. They've got There She Goes. Samuka hits the front. Deranged and Bedouin, and then Gordo on the outside. Forget Reinhardt. Now it's going to be Bedouin hitting the front. Gordo coming at it, and Gordo gets there in the nick of time. A good horse and a good win. Gordo got up to beat Bedouin with Deranged, and over on the inside Samuka third and fourth, followed by Skidor. Further away then was Brantwood Manor. Flahati made up many lengths. Then the man, followed by There She Goes, Jade Prince, Huge Jet, Pourquoi. Reinhardt knocked right up and beat Georgie Boy to the post. Oh, isn't he a nice horse, this fella? Gordo, number 3. There was significant support to say he'd raced brilliantly in the last, and he didn't let his supporters down. Double for Corey Brown. Corey winning earlier on Caribou. Number 3, Gordo, 370 and 160. Bedouin has run second, number 6 at $8.10. And the third number will go to 11 Deranged, and it'll pay $2.80. There are the numbers now, 3, 6 and 11. Gordo, Corey Brown first for John Hawkes. Second goes to 6 Bedouin, Len Beasley.
And third going to number 11, Deranged, Brian York. Gordo, the younger half-brother to the ill-fated Unworldly, comes with a whirlwind run to claim the last on the card. Now, dividends are coming through. Awaiting Super Tab. New South Wales and Unitab are available to show you. So it's Gordo at 370, 160. Quinellas, exactas, trifectas, New South Wales, and for Unitab, Quinellas and trifectas are on show. And it's 3, 6, 11. Fourth going the way of number 8, which is Samuka. And it's a first full return, $7,762.80. A double today, Corey Brown, after he earlier piloted Caribou to victory on the card. Gordo returns.
Benella in preparation for his next start, which is going to be in the Manikato here on the 14th of September. All the main spring sprints on the agenda, and then eventually Hong Kong is the aim for him, according to Lee Curtis. Now, just a few to move in. The best tried here is Class Eulogy and Dream a Lot. They're the two, 2 and 10. and easing with them is Narita. They're the top 3 in the market. Quaddy today paid $237.60, 2, 1, 1 and 12. Daily double return $36.50. This is Dreamalot. It's well in the market, number 10. It's a very open race, in fact, with a few of them being tried. Yes, the features today, Bellispree, Far Too Good. He ran the quickest of the 3 1,000-metre races in winning the Mitchell Mackenzie. Even though he had first use of the track, I think it's significant. It was over a second quicker than Mystegic. And, of course, Innovation Girl scored a tough win over Before Too Long in the fillies race. Now they're set and ready for the final event today. Off they go. Milavinia jumped all right. Good Thing got away all right. So did Belred and Narita's going forward. Class Eulogy just settling off them in the early stages. Fortune Finders going forward. Dreamalot's back second last now. First term about to loom up to them. Milavinia had the lead to Belred the outside. Good Thing box seating third and Narita well placed fourth. Class Eulogy fifth on the inside. Fortune Finders out wide. One away in the centre. A length and a half away then Mrs. Bentley on the inside. Dreamalot is second last on her outer and 2 lengths to Monte Special. As they go down the back now, nearing the 1,000 metres. Milavinia setting a steady tempo out by 3/4 to Belred. Good Thing third the inside. Fortune Finders wide. Narita in the centre. 1.5 Class Eulogy. Midfield on the rail. Dreamalot's wide around her. One away the grey in the centre. A length and a half further back Mrs. Bentley well back on the inside and Monte Special. Making the 800-metre turn. Milavinia led narrowly to Belred. Fortune Finders done it hard all the way. Right behind them then is Good Thing from Narita. She's had a beautiful trail into the race. She's about to work home now. Dreamalot coming around her outside. Class Eulogy trying to work into the clear and then one away from Monte Special and Mrs. Bentley tightly bunched at the turn. Milavinia leading narrowly. Now Good Thing is going for the inside run. Oliver blows the whistle and gets a beautiful dream run that takes him to the lead. Next Narita and Dreamalot, and Class Eulogy is following Good Thing home along the inside. Good Thing into the straight, the leader from Dreamalot. Class Eulogy getting into the clear. Monte Special late. Good Thing in front of Dreamalot the outside. Monte Special and Class Eulogy. Good Thing under the whip in front, holds them out though, and Good Thing, and a great ride. Gets the money. Either Class Eulogy or Monte Special for second. Cleared a Dreamalot fourth. Mrs. Bentley ran on and then Milavinia, Belred, one away. Narita had a beautiful trail but's run second last and Fortune Finder wide all the way last. Ollie gets the double. I suppose there's always a little bit of luck when you're camped behind the leader and you get a rails run. But great jockeys make those sort of fluking looking things happen a lot. Far too often for them to be flukes. Class Eulogy's followed him through there. Reese Wheeler followed Damien and has got second. And third placing went to number 12, Monte Special. 7-2-12 in the final race. 7-2 and 12. Fourth home, number 10, Dreamalot. Loomed large at one point there, but just didn't quite go on. The end of the 1600 a weed.
And that's the way they finished. The good looker from the yard. Good Thing wins the last and a day of good things with Greg Miles. OK, we'll leave that head on there because they're parading at Belmont for the listed Goodwood Sprints. And there he is, Northerly, the winner of the Cox Plate, a winner 12 times of more than $3.8 million. The winner of the St George, the Cox Plate. He was just a star last spring. And he was placed in an Australian Cup and a CF4 Stakes. Pat Carberry rides. And today he'll have the burden of 60 kilos, $2.40 and $2.20 for a multiple Group 1 winner with 60 kilos. First up, when you look at his form, he's had 4 goes for 1 win and 2 minors. From memory, one of those was on a dead track when he ran in second position. Today he gets a fast track, a surface on which he excels. And the son of Sir Heat is set to resume on his path towards perhaps more spring glory. As the sun beams down, there he is, big crowd lining the mounting yard at Belmont. And Northerly is without blinkers. Very important to note. So Northerly now $2 as the Super Tab odds are trimmed up. And after this race, just so you're aware of what's ahead, we take you to Wagga and then to Toowoomba. And then after that off to Albion Park for their first race at 25 after the hour. So still some 17 minutes away. But the focus is very much Northerly here. Corporate Bruce has won more than $300,000. He's won 10 times in a career for Heck McLaren. Now a 7-year-old. Outside of those, Prince of Pop has been consistent, number 7. is now a 9-year-old. It's had 82 starts, 16 wins and 22 minor placings, winning $370,000. And the runners are starting to move forward. Start time is about 1:15. On Sky Racing, we link up with Darren McCauley.
Virtually from the time that he left the back parade ring. A watchful eye over a horse that's won nearly $4 million in prize earnings so far, and that's in only 20 starts. Along comes Healesville. He's one of the rank outsiders, taken up by Willie Arnold. Senate Lease now with the Vicky Lane establishment. About to be brought forward in company with Pindari. Now Pindari puts his head inside the stalls. He's about to be brought forward. The other talented grey Engaged, who resumes, as well as White Foil. Master Park and Tender Smile. The Little Pocket Dynamo, Corporate Bruce, about to be brought forward. In goes Corporate Bruce. White Foil comes up. White Foil is in the gates. Master Park links in, 2 to complete the line. Tender Smile and the Tin Man. Well, most of the race goers on course today are here to see Northerly, and they've backed him in accordingly. Looks a little different without any blinkers on this afternoon. Now they're all in, set, and they're racing in the Goodwood, and Tender Smile was the first away. Northerly began fairly. Healesville jumped well, so did the mare Tribula. Master Park's coming across in a hurry, and Northerly's going to settle down, running about 5th behind them from White Foil. A length away, Pindari back inside Senate Lease, 2 lengths to the Tin Man, followed by Corporate Bruce, who's back second last at the 900, and the old fellow is back last, Prince of Pop, about 8 lengths from the leader. As they travel out onto the side of the course with about 850 to travel, Tender Smile pilots the field. A length and a half, Master Park back on the inside, travelling third, Healesville. 4th is Tribula, and then Pindari back inside White Foil. Northerly's off the fence, and Carberry's got him out 3 deep as they go by the 600. Senate Lease about to go up and join him, followed by the Tin Man. Corporate Bruce back between horses, held up, and last of all is Prince of Pop as they turn the corner. In the Goodwood at the 400, Tender Smile bustled along by D.R. Miller, a half a length on Master Park. A length and a half, Tribula. Healesville next, and then Pindari in front of Northerly, starting to run on at the 200. Master Park got the better of Tender Smile, Tribula. Then came Pindari, followed by the Tin Man. Northerly back behind them, followed by Corporate Bruce, but little Tribula reached the lead from Pindari, and this bonny game Tenacious mare returns in a blaze of glory. Tribula beat Pindari. Corporate Bruce might have just got up for third in front of Northerly, and on the inside, close up with those, is the Tin Man. And then came Healesville, Senate Lease, Tender Smile next home. Prince of Pop didn't fire, and White Foil has failed to beat a runner home and pulled up last of all in the Goodwood.
Yeah, boil over in the feature sprint from the west, 28.10 and 4.90, 180 Pindari. Now the low angle will show Tribula dashing clear from the Mortimer Yard at Willard. Jason Brown rides first up. She'd never won first up before, but her 4th go first up she's won. She'd formerly placed twice. A horse when last in work who won the Scahill Stakes, wasn't beaten far in the Fruit and Veg behind Old Comrade, and she collects the cash. Ahead of Pindari, now 3rd Corporate Bruce has rattled home to the line. And Northerly's right in behind them with the yellow colours, no blinkers, running in either about 5th position. In that photo for 4th and 5th at least, with the first 3 clear cut across the line, it would appear. Corporate Bruce has got 3rd, and it's paid $1.60. So Northerly, unplaced, perhaps not disgraced, with the heavier of 60 kilos, jumped reasonably well, and Paddy Carberry elected to get him off the fence and covered some ground, and maybe the steadier of 60 kilos. The yellow colours in the head-on, about 5 horses from left of screen, has clear running in the run to the line, and finish races for